In today's video, should you focus on resistance training when you have a lot of body fat to lose?
All by myself.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com. In today's video, I want to address the question of weightlifting, bodybuilding, putting on muscle. Is this something worth doing when you have a lot of body fat to lose? And we'll get into the specifics in just a second. But today's video came from my Instagram direct message. So thank you guys for the wonderful, wonderful questions. And another great question came in today. So I want to address that. But first I want to read it to you guys directly as I got it. I hope you can advise me. I'm 25 years old, 5'5", and I need to lose 120 pounds. I'm really interested in bodybuilding eventually, but for now, should I focus on low calories with cardio, or should I start weights while I'm on the process of losing a ton of weight? And there's a lot of possibilities here when it comes to should you be focusing on calories and cardio or weights when it comes to this process. But I'll start by saying this. Nothing will change your body for the better like lifting weights. Nothing. You can eat the best diet in the world, do the best cardio in the world, but if you're not resistance training, well, you're gonna miss out on some huge benefits. One of the biggest would be it's going to change the composition of the way you look. It's going to increase the shape and curvature of your body. It's also going to improve your metabolism. It's one of the few things that we can actually do to increase our metabolic rate. However, a lot of people that have a lot of weight to lose simply want to focus on that one aspect. And I completely understand. When you have 120 pounds to lose, you're looking at it taking a year, multiple years, depending on how you approach it. But you're always going to be left lacking if you don't start some form of resistance training. Now, I'm not suggesting that while you're focusing on fat loss that you make bodybuilding your priority. What I'm suggesting is that you at least get into doing some full body resistance training a couple times a week so that you don't lose muscle mass while you're going through this diet, because you're gonna have to probably go through several phases of caloric restriction and increased cardio to get this body fat off, okay? And while that's happening, you risk a lot of muscle loss, okay? Most people that go on these very restrictive diets, and I've seen people at 500 or 800 calories doing hours of cardio a day, and what happens is you end up losing muscle mass. So even though the weight comes off, you're not gonna be happy with how you look at the end. But if you're able to keep in some resistance training, it's going to keep you healthier in the long run. It's gonna help you maintain more density in the long run, which is very important for females. Don't be short-sighted about your goals. Don't think, okay, I need to lose this 120 pounds and then I can start putting on muscle. Putting on muscle is not gonna negatively impact your fat loss. The only time that I would say you should focus less on the training is when the issue becomes time. Now, everybody says that the time is the issue, but if you audit most people's lives, we're gonna find lots of gaps where you're watching TV and doing things like this, but I don't wanna make any assumptions. Perhaps your life is just that crazy that the only thing you can do is a bit of cardio and you don't have time for weights. But I would still, even in worst case scenario, at least one day a week be doing a full body training, because we want to ensure we keep as much muscle as possible. Our bodies are magical. They are adaptive to whatever we do. So if you start doing a little bit of resistance training while you're in this caloric deficit, your body is going to thank you in the end, okay? We are going to see an improvement in the way you look, the way you feel, and we don't want to get weak. You don't want to get to the place where you're just a skinny person that has no muscle, okay? We want to get you to a place where you're able to maintain and look good all the time. For someone that's going to lose over 100 pounds of body fat, once we get that body fat off, the goal should then be more about the resistance training, okay? We don't want to have to keep up this crazy level of low calories and high cardio for the rest of your life just to maintain your weight. One of the best ways to do that is to change your lifestyle so that you are, yes, going to the gym on a regular basis and still eating in a manner which allows you to keep the changes that you've made. Nothing is going to be as good for that as bodybuilding, in my opinion. Now, if you want to find some other outlet, such as a CrossFit or a Zumba, or something that just allows you to get up and move quite frequently, that would be great. But in the end, weights are gonna be a great way for you to improve your body composition while also losing some body fat. Hopefully this helps, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks.